The island of New Guinea is a place of incredible natural diversity and cultural richness. It is the second largest island in the world, surpassed only by Greenland. Located just north of Australia, its rugged mountains and dense rainforests are home to hundreds of distinct indigenous groups. Today, the island is split into two halves by a straight line that runs from north to south. The eastern half is the independent nation of Papua New Guinea. The western half is part of Indonesia, administered as several provinces. This division is not the result of geography or indigenous boundaries. It is a modern political reality, born from the ambitions of distant European empires who drew lines on maps to suit their own interests. The colonial history of the island began in the 19th century. European powers were scrambling for territory across the globe, and New Guinea was no exception. The Dutch, who already controlled the vast archipelago that would become Indonesia, claimed the western half of the island in 1828. They established their authority slowly, with their control being more nominal than absolute for many decades. Meanwhile, the eastern half of the island was divided between two other colonial powers. Germany claimed the northeastern part, which they called German New Guinea. The British claimed the southeastern part, known as British New Guinea, which later came under Australian administration. This colonial division set the stage for the island's future political separation. For the indigenous Papuan people, these European claims meant very little at first. Their lives continued as they had for centuries, rooted in their own complex social systems and deep connections to their land. The colonial presence was often limited to a few coastal outposts and missionary stations. The rugged interior of the island remained largely unexplored by outsiders until well into the 20th century. The colonial powers saw New Guinea as a resource to be exploited or a strategic location to be secured. They had little understanding of the people who lived there. The lines they drew on the map were arbitrary and ignored the existing cultural and linguistic landscapes of the island's inhabitants. The Dutch referred to their territory as Netherlands New Guinea. Their administration was separate from that of the Dutch East Indies, the colony that would later become Indonesia. This distinction would become critically important in the years to come. While the Dutch focused on extracting resources from Java and Sumatra, New Guinea was seen as a peripheral territory. They did, however, begin to invest in some infrastructure and education in the mid-20th century. This was partly done to prepare the territory for a future that they imagined would be separate from the rest of the archipelago. The seeds of a distinct Papuan national identity were being sown, just as a powerful new nation was about